Dare to bear, because confidence in its rawest form turns more heads than any runway trend. If you've ever thought a short haircut was just about convenience, it's time to see it as the ultimate style statement. Picture this: a breezy fall morning, city streets glistening after rain, and you stepping out with a cut so striking it stops strangers mid-step. Whether you're 60 or well into your 70s, these elegant short hairstyles are here to prove that age isn't a limit. It's a look you own. From fearless cropped styles to effortlessly chic bobs, we're taking you through street-ready hair that works for every season, every sidewalk, every version of you. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about embracing the presence you already have and amplifying it. So, if you're ready to see how the right cut can make you feel unstoppable, stay with me until the end. And while you're here, tap that subscribe button, hit like, and share this video with a friend who's ready to step into her next chapter looking as bold as she feels. Your most elegant head-turning season starts right now. 1. The bold buzzed short haircut. Dare to bear. There's something magnetic about a woman who walks into a room and doesn't need to say a word to be noticed. Her presence speaks first. The buzzed short haircut has that same energy, stripped down to its purest form, yet overflowing with style. For years, many of us were taught that femininity is tied to length, that cutting it all off somehow meant losing softness. But the truth is, confidence doesn't live in the inches of your hair. It lives in the way you carry yourself. And this cut, in all its unapologetic minimalism, lets your confidence take center stage. Imagine a bright summer afternoon in the city. The sun catches the curve of your jawline, the sparkle in your eyes, the effortless swing in your step. Or picture a crisp fall morning. You push open the door of your favorite coffee shop, the warm aroma greeting you as the light hits your freshly buzzed cut, gleaming like a subtle crown. You're not hiding behind layers. You're not framing your face. You're showing it, every beautiful angle of it. This style works beautifully for women who are ready to let go of old rules, of old habits, of the weight of hair that no longer feels like them. Maybe it's the start of a new chapter, a bold reset after years of playing it safe. Maybe it's simply because you woke up one morning and thought, why not? Whatever your reason, the buzzed cut carries a message. I decide how I show up in this world. On a practical level, it's effortless. No more battling with blow dryers, no endless styling routines. It's as low maintenance as it gets. Yet it has the highest impact in terms of visual statement. And there's something incredibly freeing about running your hand over that smooth, soft texture and knowing you look as striking at the farmer's market in jeans and sneakers as you do dressed for a rooftop dinner in silken heels. It's also a shapeshifter with the seasons. In summer, it keeps you cool and fresh, a natural match for linen dresses and oversized sunglasses. In fall, it pairs beautifully with structured coats and bold scarves. In winter, it slips easily under beanies without a strand out of place. And in spring, it's the perfect complement to light jackets and bright lipstick. For women over 60, the buzzed cut can feel like more than a haircut. It can feel like a declaration. You're no longer interested in blending in or conforming to outdated expectations. You're claiming space with every step, and your hair is simply the visual exclamation point. I once met a woman, 62 years old, who decided to get a buzz cut on a whim. She told me she had spent decades keeping her hair safe, shoulder length, softly curled, nothing too daring. But that day, she sat in the salon chair and told her stylist, "Take it all off." She walked out with the city wind on her scalp, a trench coat draped over her shoulders, and a smile that looked 10 years lighter. People stared, but not because she looked different, because she looked entirely herself. If you've ever felt the pull towards something bold, something that breaks the mold, the buzzed short haircut might be your moment. It's not about being trendy. It's not about making a statement for anyone else. It's about seeing yourself clearly and loving what you see, no matter how much or how little hair is there. And that's the beauty of daring to bear. It's not just hair. It's freedom you can wear. 2. Asymmetric shortcut. Urban edge meets art. There's a quiet thrill in wearing something just a little unexpected. Not loud, not over the top, but enough to make people look twice. The asymmetric shortcut has exactly that kind of magic. One side slightly longer, the other perfectly cropped. It plays with proportion in a way that feels modern and intentional. It's not the kind of style you stumble into. It's the kind you choose with purpose. The beauty of this cut lies in the balance between precision and freedom. The lines are clean, the angles sharp, yet there's a looseness to the overall effect. The kind of ease you find in true street style. It's tailored, but never stiff. Polished, yet infused with personality. And for women over 60, it's a way to say, I still like to surprise you, without having to raise your voice. Picture a winter morning in New York. You've just stepped out of the salon, the air crisp against your skin. The city is buzzing, taxis darting past, steam rising from subway grates, shop windows glowing with holiday lights. You wrap your scarf a little tighter and catch your reflection in a boutique window. The longer side of your hair slips out from under your coat collar, catching the light, while the shorter side tucks neatly beneath the wool. It's a small detail, but it's the detail that makes you smile. This cut thrives in colder months. While many styles disappear under hats and heavy outerwear, the asymmetric shortcut keeps its character no matter the layers. The clean neckline sits comfortably against high collars, and the varied lengths peek out in just the right places, hinting at the personality underneath all that winter fabric. It's also endlessly versatile in the way it frames the face. The longer side can be styled sleek for a sophisticated dinner or tousled for a weekend art market. The shorter side adds structure, giving the whole look a subtle edge. A little reminder that elegance and daring can absolutely live together. And for women who may feel their hair has thinned over the years, the asymmetry creates the illusion of volume where it's needed most, drawing the eye exactly where you want it. But more than the visual effect, it's the feeling this cut brings. There's a certain confidence in stepping out with something not everyone else is wearing. You're signaling that you understand style, not as a set of rules, but as a form of self-expression. You're saying, I'm not afraid to be seen differently, and in a world that often tells women over 60 to fade quietly into the background, that's a powerful message. I once spoke with a woman who'd worn the same neat bob for almost 20 years. She loved it, but one day she caught herself in a photo and realized she looked predictable. Not bad, just safe. She decided to try the asymmetric cut, and when I saw her a month later, she told me it was like walking through the city with a secret. People noticed something had changed, but they couldn't quite put their finger on it. It's fun, she said, having a little mystery again. That's the heart of the asymmetric shortcut. It's a conversation between structure and spontaneity, a dance between classic beauty and the art of the unexpected. And it proves something important. You don't have to abandon elegance to keep your look fresh. You can have both. You can be both. So whether you're sipping espresso in a cafe window, strolling through an art gallery, or simply running errands with a touch of flair, this cut works with you, not against you. It's not about chasing trends. It's about refining them to suit the woman you are now. Because when you blend urban edge with timeless grace, you're not just wearing a hairstyle. You're wearing confidence crafted in every angle. 3. The French bob. Paris meets Manhattan. Some hairstyles feel like they've been here forever, quietly weaving through decades without ever losing their charm. The French bob is one of them. Timeless, understated, and effortlessly chic. Cut to graze the chin, often paired with subtle layers or a soft fringe, it carries an elegance that doesn't try too hard. It's not loud, it doesn't shout for attention, but when you walk down the street wearing it, people notice. Not because it's trendy, but because it feels so right. This is the haircut that could be sipping wine in a Paris cafe one afternoon and hailing a yellow cab in Manhattan the next. It's equal parts classic European refinement and cosmopolitan edge. For women over 60, it's a style that says, I know who I am and I know what works for me. The clean lines highlight the jaw, the length draws the eye to the lips and collarbone, and the whole look has a softness that frames the face without overwhelming it. The magic of the French bob is how it adapts with the seasons. In spring, it pairs beautifully with lightweight scarves and pastel blouses. Summer makes it feel fresh and airy, easy to tuck behind the ear when the heat rises. Come autumn, it looks perfect with a camel coat and a swipe of red lipstick, a little nod to old Hollywood glamour. And in winter, the shorter length means you can pull on a hat without worrying about crushing your style. I remember meeting a woman named Elise, 67, who had worn her hair long for as long as she could remember. She decided on a whim to try the French bob after seeing an old photo of herself at 25. When she stepped out of the salon, she said it felt like coming home to a version of herself she'd almost forgotten. It's not about looking younger, she told me. It's about feeling like myself again. That's the quiet power of this cut. It reconnects you with something familiar, yet makes it feel brand new. For those with fine hair, the French bob can create the illusion of fullness, especially when paired with a soft fringe or gentle waves. For those with natural texture, it becomes playful and full of movement. And unlike some high-maintenance cuts, this one doesn't demand daily styling. A quick blow-dry or air-dry with a little product is often all it needs. But beyond the practical, there's something about the French bob that feels confident. Not in an I'm here to shock you way, but in a quiet, grounded way. It's the kind of style that lets your personality shine through, rather than competing with it. And maybe that's why it works so well for women over 60. It's less about reinvention and more about refinement. So if you're standing at the edge of a change, wanting something that feels fresh but not fleeting, the French bob is a beautiful place to land. It's proof that elegance doesn't need embellishment. Sometimes, all it takes is a well-cut shape, a little swing at the chin, and the confidence to wear it like it was always meant to be yours. 4. Textured Pixie, full of life. There's a certain sparkle in the eyes of a woman with a textured pixie, as if she's in on a secret no one else knows. The textured pixie is short, yes, but it's far from plain. With soft layers, feathery edges, and just the right amount of lift, it feels alive, moving with you rather than sitting flat against your head. It's the kind of cut that makes you look in the mirror in the morning and think, this feels like me. For women over 60, the textured pixie offers something invaluable, a combination of style and ease. It works beautifully with fine hair, adding volume where you want it most, at the crown, around the temples, and framing the face. The layers create dimension, so even on the days you don't feel like styling, it still looks intentionally done. And when you do put in a few minutes with a blow dryer or a touch of styling cream, it comes to life in a way that feels effortless, but polished. I think of Susan, a 64-year-old friend who had always worn her hair just past her shoulders. She said she loved her long hair, but lately it had started to feel more like a chore than a joy. One summer afternoon, she decided to try the textured pixie. When she stepped out of the salon, the change was dramatic. But not because she looked younger, though she did, and not because the cut was trendy. It was because she looked lighter, brighter, more herself. I didn't realize how much my hair was holding me back, she said. Now I feel like I can keep up with my own energy. This cut shines in the warmer months. In spring, it feels playful and fresh, perfect with sunglasses and a light denim jacket. In summer, it's cool and breathable, letting the breeze reach the back of your neck. But it also has a way of softening winter layers, peeking out from under a cozy beanie or balancing the structure of a tailored coat. The beauty of the textured pixie is that it doesn't box you into one mood. Wear it sleek for a dinner date, tousled for a Saturday farmer's market, or gently swept to one side for a gallery opening. It adapts to you, your clothes, and your plans without ever looking like an afterthought. It's also a confidence builder. There's something about showing more of your face, your smile, your eyes. It invites connection. You're not hiding behind your hair. You're leading with who you are. And that's a message worth sending, especially in a stage of life where you're defining yourself on your own terms. So if you've been feeling like you want a change that brings energy without adding maintenance, the textured Pixie could be your perfect match. It's light, it's lively, and it reminds you that beauty after 60 isn't about playing it safe. It's about choosing what makes you feel fully alive. 5. Textured curls. Volume with personality. There's an undeniable joy in hair that moves with you. Not just following, but dancing in its own rhythm. Textured curls in a layered shortcut bring that joy to life, giving you both comfort and presence in every step. For women over 60, it's a style that radiates personality, wrapping your face in softness while carrying a playful, confident energy. The layers are the secret here. They allow the curls to breathe and bounce instead of sitting heavy and weighed down. Each strand catches the light differently, giving your hair a sense of depth and movement that feels alive. It's the opposite of overly structured styles. It's about embracing the natural beauty of texture, whether your curls are loose and wavy or tighter and more defined. Picture yourself strolling through a Saturday morning street market. The scent of fresh bread mingles with the cool air, your scarf tucked loosely around your neck. A breeze sweeps through, and instead of flattening your style, it lifts the curls so they frame your smile even more. Or imagine an evening on a rooftop patio. City lights in the distance, the gentle weight of your hair swaying with every laugh you share. This cut works across seasons. In summer, the shorter length keeps you cool, while the layers prevent frizz from taking over. In autumn, it pairs perfectly with soft sweaters and warm tones, the curls echoing the season's relaxed elegance. Winter hats? No problem. A quick fluff with your fingers and the shape bounces right back. And spring? Well, curls and spring blossoms were made for each other. For women who've been straightening their hair for years, choosing to wear natural texture can feel like a kind of liberation. You're not fighting your hair anymore. You're letting it speak in its own voice. And there's a confidence in that, a sense of ease that shows in the way you move. I remember meeting a woman named Carol, 61, who had always believed curls made her look messy. One day, her stylist suggested a layered cut to enhance her natural wave. The transformation was subtle but powerful. Her hair looked fuller, softer, and far more flattering than the sleek styles she'd been forcing. "I feel like I'm smiling with my hair now," she told me. That's the beauty of textured curls in a layered shortcut. They're not about perfection. They're about presence. The movement tells a story of a woman who's comfortable in her skin, who doesn't need to hide or tame what makes her unique. And when you wear your hair like that, you're not just turning heads. You're making people remember the feeling you carry with you. Elegant short hair after 60 isn't just about the cut. It's about the way you step out the door and own the sidewalk. It's the confidence in your stride, the way the wind moves through your hair, the quiet knowing that you're showing up exactly as you want to be seen. Age is a look, not a limit. Whether you choose the daring boldness of a buzzed cut or the timeless grace of a French bob, what matters most is that your hairstyle reflects the woman you are today, not the one the world expects you to be. So as you think about your next cut, let it be more than a style choice. Let it be a statement of how you feel, how you live, and how you want to carry yourself into every season ahead. I'd love to know, which look spoke to you the most today? Leave a comment and share your favorite. And if you found a spark of inspiration here, tap like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who's ready for her own street style moment, because the best kind of beauty is the one that moves with you, turning every sidewalk into your runway.